So one of the drawbacks to doing the overnight show is we usually don't get to give anything away. And that sucks. Those daytime shows get to give stuff away. But every once in a while, they throw us a bone. So some exciting news here that I want to pass on. And it's not just our show. It's all of Fox Sports Radio. But they included our show. How nice of that is of management to include our program. So Fox Sports Radio has teamed up with our friends at tirerack.com. You hear us talk about tirerack.com a lot. It's a good company. They've got a good product. Everyone needs tires these days, right? And that's just the way it is. And so to give away a set of 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, a set of 4 brand new tires. How cool is that? Yeah. Valued at up to $1,500 every 2 weeks. So it's not just a one-time giveaway. No. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks during this summer. And that's right, 3 lucky listeners will receive a set of 4 tires plus installation, taxes, and fees, valued at up to $1,500. And it can be yours. Right? Yeah. It's the Summer of Tire Rack Sweepstakes. Enter daily at foxsportsradio.com to increase your chances to win. Yes, you. Not him or not him. They're not eligible. But you can register to win every single day to improve your chances. A winner will be selected every 2 weeks between now and August 27th for a set of 4 brand new tires. Here's the key part. Listen closely. To enter, here's what you do. All right? Get the rules and enter. Visit foxsportsradio.com. And I would really like somebody that listens overnight to win, because it would upset management greatly if that happens. So I'm pulling for you, the overnight nocturnal listener, to win these tires. It's sponsored by tirerack.com, the way tire buying should be. Again, if you want to enter, foxsportsradio.com, enter every single day, all summer long, and you can smell the rubber of brand new tires. And you can thank your friends at tirerack.com and Fox Sports Radio. A big news day for the electric company of the NFL, the Chargers, as they made headlines. I assume you've heard by now, but it is possible that you have lived in a vacuum and you have not gotten out and experienced the outside world, and you might have missed the update. But if you did, we learned that the Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert agreeing to a mega millions contract extension with the other Los Angeles football team, the American Football Conference version of the NFL team in L.A. Herbert gets a 5-year deal for $262.5 million. Not all guaranteed, but most of it is. At least the beginning of the contract, fully guaranteed at the start here. So he'll get a ton of money. The deal was completed a day before the Chargers will run out on the practice field and begin the festivities. So he is under contract, Herbert, at age 25. He can suck and go out there and literally drop a deuce right on the midfield logo, and he'll be set for life. So congratulations to him through 2029. NFL contracts, of course, not that reliable, but the money part, the guaranteed money part, is there. It includes a no-trade clause, like the Chargers were about to trade him, and $133.7 million in full guarantees. $133 million, and there's also injury guarantees. There's a lot of legalese in these contracts, and I generally avoid legalese. It gives me a headache. I try to avoid it. Maybe you're into that kind of thing. Good luck, good reading. Grab the contract online, go sit on the toilet, and have a field day. So let us discuss the question. The question is, how do you assess Justin Herbert's deal with the Chargers? Is he now, based on what numbers you look at, has the greatest contract in the NFL? So that's the question. So I've got Olympics, Chili Bowl, and Parisian. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make a penthouse in the sky. And Justin Herbert can afford a penthouse in the sky. He can afford 15 penthouses in the sky if he chooses. Good for him. So, we'll start here. Justin Herbert is being paid because of his place in the social hierarchy of the NFL, right? It's not necessarily, if you were to say, is he a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? No. Is he in the top 10? Where does he fall in the NFL? It's not really an issue because it's all, as we've heard over the years, it's all about timing. It's about who you know, not what you know, and it's about the timing of all of this. And if you look around, and you graze around the field there, and you look out in the distance, okay, and you can see off on the horizon there is a method to the madness, and the method to the madness is that there's a map, there's a road map the Chargers are following here. It's like the Olympics. It's a relay race. We talk about this kind of thing from time to time. The relay race in the NFL, and Justin Herbert was just given the baton. It is a nice baton. It is a solid gold baton. And you now have the baton, and you will be able to pass the baton off. And the Chargers, no one's going to criticize this. The Chargers are getting praised. It's a safe bet. Universal applause from the football pundits. The Bolts are betting that Justin Herbert, his numbers, and everything will come together here and metastasize. It'll metastasize because the Chargers, he's put up good individual numbers. He's been a statistically dominating player at this point. But the numbers, the stat sheet is better than the standings. As Justin Herbert started 29 games in the Chargers uniform, the powder blue of the Chargers, and they are one game above 500. And that's it. And so you paid a guy a lot of money because he was next in line. You paid him to be number 2 in the division in the AFC West behind Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Hey, they got the money. I mean, this thing about you can't get too worked up into a lather over money in the NFL because Justin Herbert got paid a ton of money. Do I think he's God's gift to the quarterback? No, not really. But he's next. And we should do the same thing in my business, in overnight sports radio. That whoever's next, just raise the ante. Do the salaries ever go down? No, they do not. Not for quarterbacks. For running backs, they go down, but not for quarterbacks. They don't go down. And the thing about Justin Herbert, he has this cloak of protection, which is starting to become annoying. It's never his fault. There's no accountability in terms of Justin Herbert not being good in certain areas. You bring that up, and the people that genuflect the quarterbacks get all worked up, and there are some rough edges. Justin Herbert's got some great statistics, but there are some rough edges. But you bring that up, it's like, no, it's Brandon Staley, it's the coach, it's his fault, that's the guy, or the defense is inadequate, or the special teams. It's not the quarterback. Nevertheless, Justin Herbert, he's still got some stank on him. I'd say a fair amount of stank based on that playoff loss to Jacksonville. And I haven't forgotten it. Clearly the Chargers don't give a rat's ass about what happened in that game. But after being given 5 takeaways by the Jags, the Chargers had a 27-0. Remember this? The playoff game, several months ago. The Chargers had a 27-0 lead in this playoff game. And they then puked it up. They gave it all back. 27-0 lead in a playoff game. And Justin Herbert, you know how many plays he made the rest of the game? 0. You could argue he didn't really make any plays when the Chargers went up 27-0. It was given to them on a silver platter by the Jags. But after going up 27-0, Justin Herbert, I went back to look at my notes because I'm a loser like that. Because I remember him not doing anything in the second half, and the numbers confirmed that. They validated that memory that I had that closed the game. Justin Herbert was very mediocre. He had a passer rating in the 70s the rest of the game and had a fumble, although the team recovered. And the LA AFC football team was outscored 31-3 to close the game. Now, the second part of this, and you take a look around the different quarterbacks, everyone getting paid, and who's next. So who benefits the most from Justin Herbert's deal? Well, outside of the obvious, generations of his family, generations of the Herbert family, but he has now relocated to Easy Street. But then you look at the stove there, and there's a nice chili bowl simmering on the stove. And Joe Burrow is licking his chops right now because with Herbert getting paid, and the baton, the golden baton, will be passed to Joe Burrow. He gets to now get his windfall. It's choreographed financial frenzy madness is what it is. And the price tag goes up for the Bengals with Joe Burrow. And that's going to be an interesting one because they are known to be very frugal. There's really no way around this. Like, the only way around it is to delay it, but that's going to cost you more money because will Cincinnati futz around here and give Joe Burrow a fifth-year option and say, that's it, we don't have to pay you for another year, we don't have to give you the extension, we'll push it back. And also, will the Bengals have a bake sale? Sell baked goods in the greater Cincinnati metro area there to try to raise funds. They have plenty of money. If they give Joe Burrow a lot of money, it just cuts into the revenues that the Brown family gets, the ownership group there. That's the problem. They actually end up saving a couple of bucks. And Joe Burrow, unlike Justin Herbert, where there are questions about Justin Herbert, there are no questions about Joe Burrow for sure. He's much better than Justin Herbert. Now, last word here. So, just after we got off the air, within an hour of when I turned the mics off and walked out of the building, I walked down the hall, through a courtyard, into a parking lot, got in the car, turned it on, left the building, waved at the guys out there that are sleeping in tents outside. I waved at them as I was getting out of here. And then the news came down that Saquon Barkley had ended his hostilities with the Giants. He agrees to end the protest, what a protest it was, works out a one-year deal. Instead of playing on the franchise tag, he gets a little bit more. He got $2 million up front, from what I was reading here. $2 million up front in a signing bonus. So $1 million available in incentives. So instead of just $10 million, a little over $10 million, he gets about an extra $900,000, give or take. So who does the scorecard favor? What does it look like? What does that scorecard look like for Saquon Barkley in this particular contract? So this is a WWWWWW. It's a big W for the Giants, the G-men. Get a W. And this is an L for Barkley. Now, it's one of these weird sports things that you can't really get too, I don't know, you can't declare that this is a massive step for the Giants and a huge kick in the nuts for Barkley because he's getting $11 million. You're not doing bad in life when you get $11 million, but nonetheless, on the scorecard, it looks like an L. That Barkley, in this chapter of the running back saga, it's like a Shakespearean drama. Saquon Barkley is the Parisian soldier raising the white flag and being given $11 million for his troubles, a full surrender, no resetting the market, no being a martyr for other running backs, no. None of that. A revolutionary? Not a revolutionary. He did not even get guarantees from the Giants, we were told, that they will not use the franchise tag again next year. So it gets about $1 million extra, which in NFL circles is chump change. You don't even have to crack open the piggy bank to worry about that.